What's going on? It's CVV, Chris Van Vliet, and right now you're listening to Conrad Cushman and everything pro wrestling.
Not many in this can understand. This the podcast to show you who I am. Conrad Cushman, the legend in the plans. Please listen every day to the showcase. The opinions and knowledge that anyone can take. Showing you how it is done. Proving I am number one. What a legend becomes. This is now my time to show you that I am here. This podcast just to make it loud and clear. By the fans, for the fans. Not many who's here can understand everything pro wrestling. It can never be you. Listen to the podcast here for the people. The best show that's here, so listen in. Let the knowledge begin. The opinion and the lesson. Yes.
Folks, welcome to Everything Pro Wrestling. Everything Pro Wrestling is a show by the fans, for the fans. I'm your host, Conrad Cushman, being joined tonight by Derek Shelton.
What's up? What's up?
We are here to review AEW Dynamite. It is the 1st of September already. How time has flown this year. Just crazy to think about it. But we're bringing you an AEW Dynamite review. Big shout out to everybody who's in the chat already. Make sure that you guys leave a like on the video if you're watching live on YouTube. Same thing on Twitch. Please show some love. Come in, chat, talk Dynamite with us. We're going to be talking all out. We got to get Derek's all out predictions. We got a lot happening in here. So please show us some love. Hit that like button. And let's get into the intro.
Everything pro wrestling, they can never be you. Listen to the podcast here for the people. The best show that's here, so listen in. Let the knowledge begin. The opinion and the lesson. Yes, everyday pro wrestling, they can never be you.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Never gets old each and every single week when we are in here talking some pro wrestling. Got to first start off with the roll call. Ace is in the house saying, yeah. What's going on, Ace? Jen Carter also in the house. What's going on, Jen? Thank you for joining us this evening. Good evening, everything pro wrestling, and good evening, chat. My man, Original Biggie, a.k.a. OB1. What's happening, Original Biggie? Appreciate you. Jen Carter says, all my friends, I assume, call me KJ. I respect it. A lot of people call me CJ or Kennard. You decide. Matt Lopez in the house saying, good evening, everybody. Matt Lopez, my main ace. We always talk about a lot of Ring of Honor together. So what's up, Matt? Brandon in the house saying, yeah. BJM Live says, what's going on, everybody? What is happening, BJ?
What up, B?
Jesus De Leon. What's going on, Jesus? He says, sup, Derek and Conrad.
What up?
Jen even gives us a personal hello. Ace said, what a show tonight. I will agree. This has been the best show they've had in like 2 to 3 weeks since Punk came back.
Absolutely.
Chad also in the house. What up, Conrad and Derek? Appreciate you, Chad. John L. Jackson in the house. What's good, John L.? Appreciate you coming by, man. Showing some love, fam. Rob also in the house saying, yo. What's good? Eric Brennan also in the house, local from my area. What's going on? What a show, dude. I agree with that. It was a really good show tonight, and we got lots to talk about. Derek, man, how are you feeling going into this? Like, excited a little bit for some of these matchups that we had planned for the show? Thoughts? Something?
Yeah, I'm definitely excited for this. There are a couple matches on there that I'm looking forward to. Definitely the tag team match. I'm looking forward to that. I think that
are you talking about for the pay-per-view or for the tonight's card?
For the pay-per-view, but tonight's card was actually, that tag team match was actually really good as well.
Tokyo in the house said good show, and RIP to NXT, bro. I don't even want to talk about that news.
TNX.
I hate you. Eric Brennan says the EPW Bros of Chaos in I don't know, that's my house, Rye House. Okay. There were a lot of peaches on the show tonight. Come on, Chad. Why are you always looking at peaches now? You and Tazzy. Gotta watch you two. Eric says All Out looks good. I agree, brother. I agree. Speaking of that, let's talk about All Out, Derek. We had a change to one of the main matches. So if I may pull this bad boy up, we had a change to a match that I was really, 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 really looking forward to. A match that I would have kicked off the show with. Pac and Andrade has been moved off of the card. So we've lost a match, and the previous match that is being bumped up now, this is no longer on the buy-in as you see the graphic on your screen. Shout out to whoever made me have outdated graphics for this. Thank you. The buy-in Casino Battle Royale. You say Royal or Royale?
I said Royal.
There's an E on it.
Well,
Casey said it's kind of a free-flowing thing. Like
I think it is. I think it is. Yeah, I think it's how you perceive it when you first see it.
Yeah. So Casino Battle Royale. So that's going to be on the main card now. Cool. All good. But I
mean, if you want to be technical about it, it would be Roy Ale.
Here we go with the pronunciation. Listen, Derek.
Just saying, bro.
Derek, don't be difficult tonight. I need you on your A game. No difficultness. So that's not even a word. No difficulties with you, all right?
See, just saying, bro.
You got me flustered. You got me messing up. Sig said good show tonight. Didn't like Orange Cassidy winning in the picture-in-picture. Sig, we're going to talk about that for a little bit here. Eric Brennan is a fan of Ty Conti. I will let her know if I ever see her. Tokyo said no Pac versus Andrade. No, they switched it. Put Big Show on the buy-in, Tokyo says.
No.
Listen, we're going to get into that, Derek. You need to stop hating. That's all I can say. That just got updated, Andrade. It's Pac's got travel issues. Yeah, I had a conversation with someone who they were pretty much tired of hearing about Pac's travel issues. I don't know what you could do about it, but it's what it is. Let's see here. Matt Lopez says I would have hoped Andrade versus Pac would have been Andrade's breakout match because I haven't seen it. Haven't been feeling him. Excuse me. Since he came. Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, I think he definitely needs he needed this match to get him jump started. And the matches that he's had before just didn't hit the way that they should have, but this match with Pac would have been the right one, and sucks that it's not going to happen right now. But
it's what it is, man. He lives in England. That was one of the things he probably wanted to do, continue doing. Like, let me go home. Azan says, "Why is Kenny a bigger heel than MJF?" that's all perception. I don't agree with that. Y'all should have put up a graphic in loving memory of NXT February 27, 2014 to September 1st, 2021. Yeah, it was a good time while it lasted, right?
TNX.
But let's get into this. Let's get into some of these matchups here tonight. To kick off the show, Derek, we had our very first matchup after they ran down the card. It was FTR with Tully Blanchard taking on PMP or Santana and Ortiz, depending on who the hell you ask these days. But I thought this was a banger of a match, playing back off of Cash Wheeler hurting his I guess, I don't know, we'll say forearm, wrist. He got it cut on a piece of the ring. Freak accident, bro. If you watch the video for the Road 2 for this AEW Dynamite show, they show it like ripping off, like the skin and how he just got cut open. Nasty, bro. I would never wish an injury upon anybody for that. Like, he's a tough son of a bitch for that. Like, I respect it. Also, Dax Harwood put on he carried it, man. I don't know what else to say about this. These are two great tag teams that I think both deserve more in AEW right now.
Absolutely. Yeah, they both deserve way more than what they're getting. But I guess that's what happens when you have the roster that you have.
Yeah, they're all really good. FTR comes out tonight and they're rocking the Midnight Express attire. And you know what? This is probably a good time to say it. I never put up a Bobby Eaton graphic, but I did have him up in the Facebook group page and everything else. Bobby Eaton's one of my favorite, like, underrated wrestlers of all time. I loved him when he was in the television championship picture. I loved him when he was with William Regal and when he was tagging with Arn Anderson in WCW and the Midnight Express, obviously. Like, you guys can, you know how sometimes I feel about Cornette and his ways, but at the same time, I respect some of the stuff that he says too. And Midnight Express are one of the best tag teams of all time. So
that they are.
R.I.P. Bobby Eaton. But I did like they pay tribute to him. And PNP, how do they always come out for big matches? Dead Presidents. They came out. I think Ortiz had some shoe polish on his beard, bro. He was coated. He was like, I'm not missing nothing.
Yeah. His beard was jet black, like Bret Hart's hair black in the 90s. E, what's going on, man? Thank you for joining us. Positively, E. Matt Lopez said, RIP Bobby Eaton, love the tribute. Same, bro. Same. Malik Murray's in the house. What's going on, Malik? We just addressed the pack thing, so I'm not gonna go back over it again yet. But this was a great back and forth matchup here. According to the notes that I took down, Santana and Ortiz, they were flying everywhere in the beginning of this. Great double dive to the outside, dude, in the beginning. That was.
Yeah. Conrad, wait, what is this? You saw Santana's face paint coming off, right? You know what that means. Oh, man, shout out to B-Wills. Knock it off. We'll see. I would love for the face paint to come off in the video games. I know where you're going with that. So we see the flips going on to the outside. FTR, great double team moves. Dude, FTR's like tag team wrestling logic is great. I really wish they had more say in like what happens in the division and setting up rules and making sure everything makes sense. But this match was on point. It was officiated very well. Everything worked well, I think, in this match.
It did. FTR has been a surprise for me. Just I really got acquainted with them not this year, but really got acquainted with them in NXT coming up, and then seeing them wrestle in NXT. Excellent matches. I've never seen a tag team like that in a long time. So I definitely appreciate the work ethic that they have and the attention to detail to how they want to cater to their matches.
Bro, they're just a classic old school team ready to like beat ass. No Rick Knox, excuse me. Yes. That was probably one of the reasons why it was better. I think Paul Turner was the referee, even though Jim Ross got him confused too. So I'm trying, man. I'm trying to keep up with all this.
Yeah.
But the match continues on. FTR uses their classic double team moves. At one point, a shatter machine was hit, or the big rig now, excuse me. I don't know. I'll never be able to call it from all the different names that they have for it now. I should remember the big rig, though. The big rig is the move that they ended up using. Kick out, a save was made. Cash Wheeler eventually gets caught with an array of moves, bro, from like DDTs, super kicks, everything else, and they hit him with a nice flapjack, like a double team like flapjack to where they slammed him on his back. And 1, 2, 3.
Honestly, bro,
that's it.
I gotta say that the tag team tandem between PNP, that was smooth. Like the pace was perfect. The execution was perfect. I couldn't ask for anything more.
Yeah, dude. What else could you want from any of this? They did good stuff here. I see you, Chad, in the chat. I got your comment up there. 6 at the old Vaseline in the beard gimmick. BJ says Santana is a huge star in the making if they ever split. I agree. I think Santana's been doing a great work with that. Thomas Polster, good evening. Hope you enjoy Dynamite. Rewatching ECW, barely legal right now. Ooh. Hell yeah. I think if you go in the podcast archives, I think I reviewed one of those barely legal shows. Check it out. I think it was podcast only, Thomas, but you could definitely get my thoughts on that if you look in the archives. But good match. PNP gets the win. So, bro, this leads me to my question. Do you go with them for the Arthur Ashe Stadium show? Like, are they the next team to win the belts? I guess you can't answer that because you're going to do your predictions later.
Yes.
But with the Arthur Ashe Stadium, like, I feel like it's their time, bro. They set this up. I really want them to have, like, a street fight with FTR. Like, just those two teams. I think that match would knock. But
it would.
That's a question I guess I pose to everybody here. Let's see here. BJ said, why aren't we using the Pinnacle theme for those guys to keep the name going? They haven't been mentioned as a group in weeks. I think they kind of all just split off to do their own feuds, though, BJ. Like, I knew this was going to happen. Like, Jericho and MJF were going to be a feud. PNP and FTR were going to be a feud. Sammy and Sean Spears, Wardlow and Hager. Like, they all had their own themes, too, that people loved. So they were in a tough spot. I hope that they remember that the Pinnacle were a group, like, eventually with this.
I think they will once everything is said and done.
Hopefully everything ends with the final battle. We'll see what happens on Sunday. Next up, we get 2.0 and Daniel Garcia cutting a promo. Daniel Garcia makes a challenge to Darby Allin for next week, threatening to twist him like a pretzel. Now, I know they said next week in this promo. Someone in the chat, you could tell me if I'm crazy. I swore they said next week.
They definitely said next week.
And we find out, though, that it's happening on Rampage.
Yeah.
Somebody fucked this up.
Yeah.
I don't know who, but I'm blaming somebody. Somebody messed up here big time. Whatever. CM Punk comes out. He's hyping Chicago up. He's back. All you need to hear is the CM Punk theme, the classic. Psh, psh. There we go. Look in my eyes. The fans were going crazy for him once again. He comes out there and he's hyping Chicago up, talking about his matchup. And the fans keep talking about you still got it and all this stuff. And Daniel Garcia and 2.0 come out and they attack CM Punk. Surprisingly, Punk's taking some bumps and he's going down on the ground here. During the beatdown, you know who's got to come out? My man with the shaved ice.
It's Dad.
And Darby Allin, they come out. They make their way to the ring slowly. And as Punk is getting his ass kicked, 3-on-1, and they come out there and eventually they hit an array of finishers. Scorpion Death Drop, Coffin Drop, put him in a coffin. And GTS finally hit for the first time in a long time. And I thought it was all well done, but afterwards, Punk and Darby Allin face off. They get in each other's faces a little bit. And I thought that it was really, really cool what they did there. But Sting asked for the microphone. What's he going to say? And he said, all my little stingers. No, I'm kidding. He did not say anything like that. Sting gets on the microphone and says that he will not be in Darby Allin's corner. He said he'll come out with them, give him his fist bump, and Darby's on his own that night. So it must be like a proving point. And I like it. It's two big baby faces. I think you have to go with that when it comes to this show. I like it. I like that Sting's not going to be out there because it would make you wonder, like, why isn't he interfering? Why isn't he helping?
Absolutely. Yeah, I think this match is going to be one hell of a match. I think it's going to start out slow, though, just because Punk has to get back into the swing of things. I'm sure he's doing, practicing his moves in between time and everything, but I think it's going to be game time jitters, and he's going to be thinking about what he's got to do.
Right. Ace says everybody's dyeing their hair now. Jesus said Ortiz and Santana versus FTR part 3 next week. I hope on Dynamite. Glad Ortiz and Santana win. They needed it 100%. 2021 called for a change. Why aren't we? Oh, I went through these. What am I doing here? Jen switched over to Periscope. What's going on? Jesus says I'm blaming you. Blame me, Jesus. That's fine. I'm used to it. They definitely said next week, Chad said, plus thank God Sting and Darby saved CM Punk since he was getting his butt kicked.
Right.
Sig said the television static audio is up there with the breaking glass for Stone Cold. Facts, bro. Facts. I could definitely agree with you on that. Had to show Punk could do a little something and get some heat on a match in a logical way so the faces can respect each other. Okay. How wild is it that 2.0 go from NXT being underutilized to fighting Sting, Darby, and CM Punk?
We were just talking about that.
Derek didn't even know who they were from NXT.
I didn't.
And he watches it like casually, but it was like he was like, who are these dudes? I don't even remember them. And we were trying to think of matches, but they really didn't have a lot of matches in NXT.
None. Underutilized heavily, but
I think they would have fit better with the old NXT system and not that new one once they went live. People mocking it's Dad. Sting remains My dad, F with my son, I'm coming for you, sucker. My youth hit me with that Sting and Punk crossover. That was like 3 generations right there.
It definitely was.
The past, the present, and the future.
Right.
Punk and Darby should be the main event. I agree with you on that, Matt. Faces don't need seconds in another match with a face. GTS is Kenta's move. Lots of Darby is ready talk by the Stinger. Ow! Ever rise. Laugh out loud. TK, make your dreams come true. Derek, I didn't know 2.0 when they showed up on AEW. Okay.
See, it's not that I'm not trying to disrespect them. I just didn't know who they were because NXT didn't use them. Like you said, I'm a casual watcher of NXT. I catch it when I catch it. I've seen enough to know that they weren't used there. So when seeing them on AEW, I'm like, who is this?
Ray has joined us. What's up, Ray? Jesus says we need Kenta versus Punk. Appreciate you, Ray. When TM61 is gonna come get that push, TM61 is done, bro. I don't even know if Nichols and all them are still out there. And I don't know if you guys just heard that car. There was a really loud car that just went by, like super loud.
Yeah, racing nobody.
On a street that it's 30 miles per hour.
With islands in the middle.
What are you doing, bro? So afterwards, we get Kenny Omega, Christian Cage. Nice short video package to hype us up for that matchup. Cool. I respect it. MJF cuts a promo on Chris Jericho about Muhammad Ali. And I really, really like that. He used Muhammad Ali as an example of you just couldn't stay out of your own way, Chris. And this is your chance. And MJF is loving the fact that he could possibly get to retire Chris Jericho on Sunday. Derek, I'm not going to go to you because Derek's going to give his predictions, and I can't wait to hear him talk about some of these, since you heard me and Casey give ours yesterday. And if you haven't, go check that show out in the archives. Orange Cassidy, Jack Evans in this one. This was an interesting matchup, to say the least. Yeah, a lot of people weren't fans of the finish for this one, but we'll get into it. Matt Hardy goes to attack Orange Cassidy at the start of the match, and he gets thrown out by Bryce Remsburg. He says, get the hell out. What are you doing? You can't do that. In the match, Jack Evans wore a shirt.
Yeah. I pointed it out to CJ before. I'm like, did Jack Evans gain some weight? Like he was looking a little chunky.
Hey, man. I'm not calling anybody chunky. If you've seen me, I ain't calling nobody chunky.
Dad by right here. I'm calling everybody chunky.
Come on now.
I'm chunky.
Listen, man. I think that when it comes down to this, Jack Evans, he looked good in this match, I thought, though. He was still doing the flips and all the shit that he normally does.
Right.
So he had it, but he was wearing a shirt, and I just thought it was like, I don't know. To me, that just screams like, what's going on with your body? As soon as a wrestler does that, I'm like, hey, what's up? Like when Ric Flair wore a shirt on the final Nitro, like, what's going on here?
Right. Yeah.
Why are you doing this? Orange Cassidy wins during the picture-in-picture break with a roll-up, like a small package. Sig did not like that earlier. I thought, so Sig, here's what I was seeing from it. I said maybe that was a way to get people to watch the picture-in-picture, because I normally tune it out. I didn't know until they came back on that it was like, Orange Cassidy won this match here. And I'm like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of it. I get the picture-in-picture thing, but I think it's being utilized way too much. Prime example tonight, it was used. Orange Cassidy won. I'm very sure a lot of people did not see it because it was in picture-in-picture. Picture-in-picture is only used for whatever the commercial spots that they have to get in and be done with it and then come back. And then you do an extra 5 to 10 minutes just to get to your point. And then there you go. That the match is over. You don't use it to end a match during
the problem is you're trying to satisfy two different audiences. So we're watching from home, but there's people in the crowd though that it's like, don't start putting headlocks on because you're at a commercial break. Like people hate that.
Right. Yeah. Like I said, I like the picture-in-picture. Let's just utilize it a little bit better.
Ray brings up a good point. I wanted to stay on this real quick. He said that Jack Evans didn't look like himself tonight, was a bit slower tonight. I think that's better for him, though. I think some of these guys need to slow down. Ray, this is a weird take on this. I thought he was better slowed down tonight. Less mistakes, more calculated. He looked fine, though, in my opinion. I thought he looked better than in a lot of the other matches where we saw errors happen, maybe an errant kick to the face or somebody's getting a busted lip or he has a botch because he's trying to do too much. I thought it was good, man. I like Jack.
Ray, can I ask you a question, bro? Your name, Ray Raimondo, is that an ode to Team Rocket, the old the cartoon show?
That was so random, Derek. But
I looked at his name like Ray Raimondo.
I'll let Ray answer that once he's ready.
Where does that come from?
Ace said really roll-ups. Ace, I have bigger roll-up problems with some of the other shows, but I do get your frustration with them. I hear you. Six said, I don't know if they were going for you don't know what's going to happen on AEW. We're wild, we're crazy, we're random. It's just off as I'm what?
Right.
Matt Lopez says Angelico and Jack Evans are so underrated in this way bloated tag division. I think the tag division's so damn good, bro, that everybody just is you're gonna have to wait for your turn or to get some burn.
Yeah. I agree. Like it is heavily loaded.
Jack's been bulking up. The commentators mentioned a couple weeks ago. Maybe he's trying to sell some tees. Maybe he's trying to go for a new body type. He just wasn't ready to show it yet. Maybe he's trying to muscle up. What are they doing with Orange Cassidy at the pay-per-view? Well, he's going to be on the buy-in. I'll discuss that more momentarily. And I agree, picture-in-picture shouldn't be used for finishes. Yeah, they don't have to every time. Do not like the P&P, to be honest, the picture-in-picture. I think the picture-in-picture was a good idea. Everyone wonders why they don't have big moments or finishes to keep it feeling must-see. Tonight was an example of you got to keep your eyes there. That was my point. That's why I thought so, too, because you're putting more eyes on the money. Like the advertisers pay for that time.
Yes, BJ. Yeah, Rocket Power. My bad.
Someone finally caught it.
See, I knew it was from Rocket Power. I'm like, Ray Raimondo. I know I've heard that name before.
Yeah, brother. The stink eye.
Brother.
Squid. We got a Pokemon reference. Picture-in-picture shouldn't happen in every match. Brit spoiled baby. Damn, that was him. I thought that was his partner. Bro needs to chill on the ice cream milk. Jeez. Yeah. Listen, I don't know what's going on with it. All I'm pointing out was that he had a shirt on. I'm not calling anybody big. I'm not saying nothing. If he's going for a new body type, good for you, brother.
Hey.
We get Eddie Kingston. Eddie Kingston basically says that he's putting the Timbs on and he's going after Miro's neck in their title match on the pay-per-view. Kingston cuts a great promo, short, sweet, but to the point. Chris Jericho is then interviewed by Jim Ross in the ring, and I have a graphic for this. But I thought Chris Jericho and MJF did some of the matches tonight, they made me care about more. And I think MJF and Jericho did the best of making me care way more than I did going into it.
Absolutely. You could tell they both poured their hearts out for the promo so that they could deliver one of the greatest matches, I'm going to say, in a long time.
Listen, bro, Chris Jericho had the dates memorized for when he lost to MJF, and I thought that was really cool that he did that. He says that he wants to continue in AEW, but he's got to put it all on the line for him to have this opportunity. He can't walk around knowing MJF beat him. Right. And I get it. He called him a shit. He called him a prick. He called him a lot of things. And I thought Jericho did very well with all of this.
Absolutely.
E says he thinks Kingston and Miro might steal the show. Yes. I see some peaches next to Britt Baker's name, Chad. I don't know what you're implying. I don't know what you're trying to say with that.
Peaches.
Ta-ta-ta-licious. If you know what music video that's from, you get bonus points tonight.
Right.
So afterwards, Darby Allin cuts a promo, and he's talking about what CM Punk's famous line was, if I was 15, Darby Allin would be my favorite wrestler. Darby Allin says CM Punk was his favorite wrestler when he was 10, but he knows that in Chicago at All Out, he's got to defeat CM Punk. And Darby seems hell-bent on doing that Well done. Respect it.
Yes.
Respect it. Malik Murray's got a question here. He says, how about this? Miro beats Kingston, and we can see John Moxley and Miro at Revolution. How about that? I really think the next person to challenge is going to be Sammy Guevara.
Has to be.
They've been kind of teasing it.
Has to be, dude. I mean, Sammy's been on a run for a good amount of time and has yet come across the title shot for anything. So I think the next person that should get that go ahead is Sammy.
They've said something like 3 or 4 times, bro.
Spanish God.
Peace. They said that about 3 times now, though. They've mentioned like, hey, the next thing he's gonna do is you should get some gold around your waist, or he wants some gold around his waist. So that's where I'm going. I'm gonna say it's Sammy. I think Moxley's gonna continue on this. Where are the New Japan guys who've been ducking me?
Right. Yeah.
So Kings Road Hoss fight. I hope Chris Jericho beats MJF. BJ said, how have y'all got any sodas? This chat has been thirsty the last few weeks. Ignore my Jamie hater remarks. Peace. Right now, I'm just trying to have some, not sponsored, by the way, Smart Water. I'm just trying to see if it works. We'll see. We'll see if it makes me smarter. Peace.
I think it's all a gimmick.
Me being smarter, the smart water.
The smart water.
All right. I was going to say, we're about to put the chops back in place.
Oh, come on, bro.
Next matchup, we got Brian Cage versus Powerhouse Hobbs with Hook. Shout out to Hook eating the Cheetos, by the way. I don't know if anybody caught that, but they put electrical tape over some Cheetos on like Dark Elevation. Everybody was just like, look at Hook eating Cheetos. And that was like the gif of like the week everybody just kept putting up. And I was like, what? Mad weird, but people are starting to come around to Hook a little bit, so I like that. So good for him. Brian Cage jumps the gun in this match and begins attacking them during the entrance, and these two hosses are ready to brawl. They break out into a fight. Powerhouse Hobbs hit a nice spine buster.
Yes, he did. One of the best in a long time, I would say.
Who's got your favorite spine buster?
Ooh, Arn Anderson.
Arn's is good.
Wait a minute. Arn Anderson, definitely the one. Who did he hit it on where he rolled out the ring so smooth?
The Undertaker.
Yes. But it's between that or when Farouk hit Jeff Hardy with the spine buster, bro.
Acolytes versus Hardy Boys.
Yeah.
Planted that brother in the ground.
I thought he folded him in half.
Powerhouse Hobbs has a nice one too, though. He's up there now for like nice spine buster. During the matchup, though, Taz is on commentary, Hook's out on the floor. Ricky Starks makes his way to the ring, weaseling around, and he ends up costing Cage. Spanish. So Ricky Starks hits him in the head with the championship. And that leads to like an Emerald Fusion or a slam from Powerhouse Hobbs for the 1, 2, 3. Will Hobbs gets the victory for Team Taz. Bro, that shocked me.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting it either. I figured the interference would come in, and you know, I just figured Cage would kick out of it, and you know, hit his move and you know come out on top of it with that. You know, but. They pulled a fast one. They said, hey, shove it. Man, that just classic. 6 at Tata-ta-licious, Nori nothing. Music videos ain't the same, man. Happy Hobbs got the W. Good match. Me too, man. That was surprising me. Oh, Bobby Roode's another good spine buster. Yes. Oh, yeah.
Him and Triple H had like a similar one, how they did it.
Yeah.
Very, very well done. Spine on the pie. And just so you know, Eric, it's WrestleMania 18 for that one. 17, he faced Triple H. Malik Murray says, I love Brian Cage, but they need to bring back the singlet that he used to wear from Lucha Underground. I think that'd be fire. I still don't understand how Brian Cage does what he does, man. Amazing. So then we go on another tirade of promos here. We get a Malachi Black promo. I missed most of this one, so I won't speak on it, but it looked fire from the visual standpoint of what I saw with him with the cards. That looked good. We gotta talk about your boy, Derek. We gotta talk about your boy, Mr. QT Marshall. QT Marshall comes out with the factory. The fucking factory. And they come out and they're talking big time shit, bro. They're like, we gotta call out Paul White. Paul White, get your ass out here. And they're talking. And guess who shows up? Paul White. Paul White makes his way out there. Derek is jumping for joy. We can't contain him.
Absolutely not.
He is excited. I'm telling the story. What are you doing? What are you doing? So he's jumping for joy. And eventually they go to attack him. These usual beatdowns, we know how they're going to occur, right? Pushes everybody off of him. Get the hell off of me. And, dude, afterwards, everybody scatters. And here comes the Gun Club. They come out to make the save. And it's like, hey, here comes the reuniting of the Shoguns. Billy Gunn and the Big Show. And they're out there, Billy Gunn and his kids. And they're just holding off the factory, and QT Marshall looks like he's shocked. He doesn't know what to do. He's teasing that he's going to go in. Billy Gunn had a chair in his hand, and Billy Gunn just laced Big Show right in the hip, where they showed the surgically repaired hip. Hits him with a steel chair.
Bang.
Why do I always see this?
Because, bro, it's time. It's time. No one wants to see Paul anymore, bro.
Matt Lopez said years of Big Show turning on people, heel turns finally bit him in the ass. Oh, Matt Lopez with line of the night right now. That was good. I blame Cody for all this. I'll elaborate in a minute. Laugh out loud. Yo, you know I'm about to go on my rant. We blame Cody for every fucking thing else. Why not blame Cody for this? Cody can't do shit right from the way everyone talks half the time. Hopefully the angle is he can't compete in Adam Cole debuts. Damn sick. Damn. Stop it. Put that match on the pre-show, please.
Put that match in the garbage. Don't even put it on the pre-show.
You guys are being harsh right now. I like Paul White. I'm good. He's a giant, bro. What do you mean why? This is what pro wrestling is made of. It's not our fault that Andre the Giant was the last one they booked properly, and then all of a sudden they're like, oh, well, you're going to lose to so-and-so tonight. Well, what the hell? Like, why would you have a giant lose to somebody or have him take some of these moves, you know? Paul White needs to have a speedy recovery and be ready for his match on Sunday next week. Paul White versus Billy Gunn in a street fight match. I don't know if I want to see that. Some people are saying retire. BJ says, I like Cody, but this is all his fault. How dare you? Cody's fault for looking like Surfer Sting backstage. Derek, is it Vader time? Original Biggie said. Oh my God. Can you do the thing with the fingers? I can't do it. My finger. Yeah, see, my fingers won't let, like my brain, the smart water's not working, I guess. It won't do it. Big Billy Shoguns. Was that summer 2001? Yes. I like Paul White too, just not as a wrestler in 2021. Bathroom break match, somebody said. He brought QT in and treated him like a glorified intern. We wouldn't have the factory or a Paul White return if Cody would have just gave QT his props and not brought him in. Harsh. Guys, we got a Daphne with Daphne, Sean Ross Sapp updated us on that, bro. So yeah, people have been called for that, Eric. I saw that Daphne had a scare. You guys could look it up afterwards. I don't want to indulge too much into it. Just thoughts and prayers are with her, like Eric said. Yeah, so afterwards too. QT Marshall gets in the ring. Factory, they all hold him up. And it seemed like they didn't know that Billy Gunn was going to do that. They hit Paul White with the Diamond Cutter. And that is what does him in, I guess, apparently. Bang! By the way, he's going to be in that virtual basement pro wrestling game they announced. Oh my God. What, DDP?
Oh, I thought you were talking about Paul White, bro.
No, bro. Chill out. He's going to be Captain Insano in the AEW game.
Who?
They trademarked the name already, bro. I'm telling you, they're going for it.
No, come on. Why are they doing this?
So they can get the old school version of him in. Come on, bro. Good way to get around it.
I like the old school version.
So you didn't like the Giant?
It was horrible.
The Giant didn't have good matches.
Give me a 5-star match.
Curt Hennig and the Giant.
Oh my God.
I said it.
Curt Hennig?
Yeah.
Let's stop right now.
Yeah. See? And he said TK's friend did the Waterboy movie. Good call, E. Good call. So Dr. Britt Baker is backstage. She talks about some big free agent signing. Apparently it's her. So she has signed a new contract with AEW. Remember, those contracts that people had when they first came in, they're starting to run out. Like, pay attention to people who came in. If they signed a 2-year deal, a 3-year deal, just things to look for. Cody's walking around here like he's a Superman with these legion of villains, but he's Batman because he makes his own villains.
Facts.
Come on, bro. E says he thinks the AEW game's about to be No Mercy 2.0. Some high quality H2O. Shout out to Original Biggie for even knowing that. So Britt Baker is given the task of she could make any match for Chris Statlander for Rampage, and she decides, well, I'm a heel and I'm smart. 2-on-1 handicap match. Rebel and Jamie Hayter. We know what's going to happen in this. Rebel's eating the pin, guys, on Friday, just so you know.
Yes.
And Chris Statlander's getting the dub. At least in my opinion, I think that's what they're going to do. Or it's going to be just some DQ thing, and they're like, yeah, let's just beat her ass.
Right.
Those are the only two ways I think you can go with that matchup here. But do you see possibly someone else signing that, you know, may be with Britt Baker? Little Adam Cole, baby. He's a free agent now. He did. So apparently some memo went around WWE like saying he does not work here anymore. Curt Hennig, yeah, because you have to be perfect in order to work a match with. Oh my gosh. Come on.
Thank you, Sick.
You two should just tag up, man, with the backhanded compliments to Paul White. Jamie's still not hitting that DMD at the end. Maybe you could show her, BJ. Maybe you can show her the right way. Oh my goodness. People think WWF 2K22 is about to be WWF Warzone. Anime is my life. 5-star show tonight. Respect, Anime. Definitely. I appreciate you coming in, man. If you like what you see here, man, please give us a subscribe, man. I appreciate it. It's J-Hub. It's me. And as always, give me a shell. Yeah. That's the fishing line. See, there, you would like Shark Boy back in the day when they were trying to wake him up out of his bedside area and they dropped the glass and he started talking like Stone Cold. It was good stuff, bro. QT is the great Sasuke without a mask. Peep that Sasuke special. This is a Janela deal. Jeez Louise. I don't know about showing her the DMD, but peace, BJ. I can't with you guys. I thought Britt was going to say the signing is Adam Cole as the big free agent signing. I think that's part of the tease. I think it's part of the tease. I don't know, man. If you're Adam Cole, you got options, bro.
I would do it.
What's jump the gun, jump over?
Mm-hmm.
Here's the thing, though. He's not going to be in a high spot.
Doesn't matter.
You know, just pay me.
Just pay me.
Pay me.
Bro, listen.
Al Snow Job Squad shirt.
Listen.
What's up, Jason?
When Adam Cole came to NXT, biggest pop we've heard for NXT in quite some time. Then when he came up for the one match and on the main roster, biggest pop you've heard in a long time.
Big Riggs has been released from Everything Pro Wrestling. Conrad, yeah, after last night, what he said when we were going off the air, that's his trademark, though, every time. He's just on suspension for right now. Not fully released. Tokyo World Order, TWO. QT is the captain of New Japan of AEW. Jeez Louise. All right, subscribe and like. Anime, thank you so much for that. I appreciate you.
Yes.
Gonna be, you guys gotta stop with these video game comparisons. He's Adam Cole. He doesn't need to be in the top spot, baby. Andrade gets interrupted by Cole.
Yes.
Ooh.
I like that.
Okay. BJ says I'm back with my friends, a significant other, and I'm in a place right now where they will use me, right? Easy decision. Okay. Jason laugh out loud. Andrade versus Tanahashi. I don't think Tanahashi can make it to the show though. I think he has a scheduling issue. But let's get into this next match, Derek. This is one that I thought was like sleeper match of the night if I had to give one out.
Oh yeah.
Penelope Ford and Ty Conti, man. Ty Conti's athleticism in this match, bro, absolutely amazing. Off the charts. I was impressed by that. Like, she did like a springboard. Like, she hopped up to the second rope, hopped up to the opposite rope to the top rope to do like a crossbody. By the way, shout out to JR. Mad cross body blocks tonight, recently in AEW for like the last 2 weeks. Anyone else peep it?
Yeah, oh, definitely. A whole bunch of them just left and right.
Jason Michael said Braun for All Out. No. He can go. I know Mark Henry's lobbying for him. He's a good guy. I don't want him.
Is he though?
I don't want him. He might be a nice guy. He might have just said something. Listen, I don't like to judge people. Like if we've all said stupid things before. Derek said the Paul White thing. I've said stupid things. It happens, you know. Cole and Moxley, we would definitely get that.
We don't disrespect independent wrestlers though.
You and Maki Ito?
Maki Ito doesn't count.
Oh my God. Done. It's too crowded in AEW. No need for Adam Cole to go there.
Nah, Jay, we need Adam Cole.
If you can show me a what's going to happen to him success story from the main roster and why he should go there, you guys let me know. There's not many.
I'll work on that.
Wait, will his 90 days be up? He doesn't have 90 days. There's no 90 days. When he signed up, I almost did the cigarette commercial when you light up, you sign up.
Right.
Don't smoke, kids. But no, very interesting. But let me get back to this matchup here, and we can go back to the Adam Cole speculation. We see a nice move, a modified calf crusher by Tay Conti. Her foot was kind of in where the knee would be, so it was different for what they pulled off here. She had great moves, like she moved well in this match, and Penelope Ford did too. Like this was best. Like I don't know, this was a great combination, even with the bunny on the outside with Penelope. It's making me wonder now: are they leaning towards women tag titles? I feel like they've been teasing stuff like, does this work? Can we do a women's tag division?
I think a women's tag division can work because they
have
a whole bunch.
So you'd rather have the women's tag division, obviously. Hold on, I got to put Derek on camera for this, so that way you guys can see him and see if he's really meaning this. Would you rather have women's tag titles than trios titles?
Yes.
You are weird. So weird.
Dude, I can't stand trios matches. They are sloppy.
I can't wait till there's a good one, bro. I'm going to rub it right in his face like that was a great match, wasn't it?
There's not going to be many.
I'll find something. I'll find it.
Yeah,
but in the end, she ended up getting a win when the bunny tried to interfere. And then right when she thought, oh, this is the perfect time for a distraction, I'll hit her from behind. They knock into each other, the bunny and Penelope Ford. And then Penelope got rolled up with a bridge across her legs. And I thought that was really dope.
Yeah, that was a nice way to finish the match.
I don't know who was more impressed with the bridge tonight, Derek or Tiff, but it would have been neck and neck running for who had bridge. Yeah. Very well done, though. After the match, they begin to beat her down, jumper, and who makes the return, as Ace called it, Anna Jay, because that was her friend from the Dark Order. And Anna Jay came out, and we asked this question: why does nobody run to the ring? Run! Your friend is getting their ass kicked. This ain't some fast walk. You better act like this is the Royal Rumble in the 90s. You better get your ass out there. Let's go.
Yeah. So something with tonight where everybody was walking to the ring, it just looked like they were uncomfortable running to the ring.
Right. I respect it, though. It was really good, though. I was happy to have her back. They embrace afterwards. So it looks like Anna Jay is back. I'm down. I don't know if she's going to be in that Casino Battle Royale, but very interesting.
AKA Roy Ale.
Six said, I've always said WWE's biggest mistakes were releasing Ty Conti. They slept on her. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Yeah. There's actually a funny story. When they first called her to come in, she thought that WWE was like some type of like porn thing or mafia or something. Like she said, what is this? Is this real? So shout out to Ty Conti. She's got an interesting backstory if you guys ever Google it and look it up before when she got into wrestling. You like Penelope Ford, Conrad? I like Ty Conti too. I like them both. I think they're both great wrestlers. Listen, some of the people I crapped on at the beginning, Penelope Ford, Britt Baker. I'm sure there's another female wrestler in there as well. When the women's division was struggling, we were harsh on them. And I think now looking back, it was just not the right mix, not the right time, whatever you may say. And listen, not many podcasts admit when they were wrong. And we said we were wrong about Penelope Ford, Britt Baker especially. Like, even people in the chat were like, yo, we were wrong about her. She's really good. So it was just not the right role. We say what we say. We were wrong. Respect that we at least say we're wrong. All right?
Gotta love it.
Keep it moving. Jesus said, yeah, it was a sleeper match. Let's see here. Congrats to my boy, Jungle Boy, and Anna J. She had on heels, I think.
Oh, okay.
You can't wear heels on a running. Take them shits off.
Right.
Ray said you don't want to get blown up going to the ring. He'd be out of breath. I would have supported her either way. Wink face. They should put a monitor at the top of the stairs before the ramp so that wrestlers can see the situation. I'm sure the lack of rush is due to the fact of the timing from not seeing for a second. S.C. Williams said, you don't need to lie, Craig. I mean, Conrad. What's up, S.C. Williams? Thank you for joining in on this. Backstage after that, Thunder Rosa gets jumped by Nyla Rose and Jay Cargill. Mad random, like, yo, what's up? It was like a high school fight. Yo, what's good? And she was like, well, since I know I'm about to get jumped and beat up, might as well go out fighting. And she just started clocking people, and then she just got stomped out. And then we saw a face-off with Nyla Rose and Jay Cargill. Interesting.
Do you think this would be the first match where Jade loses?
They might cancel each other out. I don't count battle royals as losses, really.
I don't count those as losses.
Because anybody could dump you over a top rope.
Right. And the person that you're having a feud with may not even throw you out.
Ooh, S.C. Williams says, what if Buddy Matthew shows up at All Out for Miro's match, Conrad? That could be interesting. Matt says you don't want to do a Titus O'Neil either. Millions of dollars. I always saw something in Britt Baker when it came to her being a major star. Yeah, a lot of people did, bro. 100%. Dakota will be in AEW soon. I don't know if you're talking about Dustin Rhodes' daughter. I was wrong. She put on Dakota Kai, baby, Tokyo. I'm sorry. I wasn't wrong. She put on some shit matches before she was champ, but she improved. I stand by that. I'll give her credit though. Yeah. That we were saying the same thing though. Like the matches weren't good, but once they tweaked that character, that was exactly what Britt Baker needed. That sometimes, like, I know heel turn's not always the answer, but that shit worked. I'm telling you. Look at Roman. That shit worked. Like, they needed that. That's what people will tell you what they want. Bro, if Adam Cole comes to AEW, can he please have I think the ROH theme song is what he's rooting for. Maybe. Jade and Nyla Rose as a tag team would be unstoppable. Maybe that's another tease for women's tag titles. Maybe.
Mm-hmm. Forget the trios.
You hate him, bro.
Just saying, bro.
Conrad, can we get props to Britt Baker for that? How you call it, heel heat today? Perfect new sign is me. Yeah, she got us. She outwizzed us. Whiz kid. Moving forward here with the what's going on. So we find out for CM Punk's going to be live on Rampage this week, as well as Daniel Garcia versus Darby Allin, though they said next week in my notes.
Yes.
That's what I found out, and I had to go and correct it. So CM Punk on Rampage, Darby Allin versus Daniel Garcia, Malachi Black versus Lee Johnson. Lee Johnson, I want you to know you were a good man. It was a fun time watching you go out there and have these matches with Miro, but you're going to the House of Black, bro. It's over for you. After that, we get into another match that they have put on here, the Rebel Jamie Hayter versus Chris Statlander, and we're also going to hear from Miro. So I'm pretty sure that means somebody's going to be getting abused and how he is God's favorite champion. Next week, Jon Moxley will have his homecoming in Cincinnati, so that should be fun for him. He'll get to enjoy himself a little bit. On the buy-in, then it was announced as well, we'll have Orange Cassidy, Chuck Taylor, and Wheeler Yuta and Jurassic Express versus the HFO, Matt Hardy, Private Party, and TH2. I really hope they come out the TH2 theme. That would be so much better. I know they're going to come out the Matt Hardy's theme. Then you get the do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. And you know Private Party's stupid ass is just dancing. Look at this. I can't wait for that game, for the game. Yeah, me too, bro. 100% with you, anime. AEW needs women's tag titles. Chad's on your side with that.
See, told you, bro.
Daniel Garcia is the second coming of Dean Malenko. Watch how Derek does that because of how Dean Malenko takes back body drops. If you've never seen it, peep it.
Go back and look at all the Dean Malenko matches back in WCW. That's how he always used to take his back body drop. He would just be like, hold on, get this way.
Derek notices all the stupid shit with people, trust me. And then he ruins it for you. R.I.P. Lee, blame Cody for those coins to get put on your eyes. Another blame Cody. I can see Ruby Soho coming out to help Thunder Rosa at All Out, maybe. Malachi Black facing who? When? Malachi Black? Yeah, it's over, bro. Anime is my life. Need it. People are fiending for that wrestling game. Hopefully we get some news about it. NWA women's tag titles plus AEW has women's tag titles plus AEW doesn't need women's tag titles. Fair point. Eric Travis has joined us. What's up, Eric? Sup, Kyra. Prayers go out to Daphne and her family. How do you feel about Nyla and Jade as a duo? Yeah. We were just talking about that. Definitely can see it happening. R.I.P. Lee Johnson. It was fun knowing you. Daniel Garcia reminds me of Lance Storm. Great technical wrestler. I would love to see him if he could get a chance to get into a ring with someone like a Bryan Danielson or Daniel Bryan. I would love to see that happen.
Damn, Daniel.
Back at it again with the white ones. You hear that, Derek? The people want trios tag straps.
No, we're not doing that.
I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind
100%.
Let's get into this main event real quick, Derek, and then we'll go through Derek's predictions and we'll get on out of here, guys. Excuse me. AEW Dynamite, main event here. The Elite. Young Bucks and Good Brothers versus the Lucha Bros and Jurassic Express. This was a damn good match. Just fun. I couldn't write down all the action because
it was fast-paced.
Fuck it. Ray Phoenix is in this match, and so is Jungle Boy, Pentagon, Luchasaurus. Like, do you hear the names? I'm Nick Jackson, Matt Jackson. We have a lot of good people in this. So,
yeah, bro. You didn't want to mention the other two?
Oh, Doc Gallows and Karl Anderson. They were catching kisses probably in this. Tired of that filthy talk. So they were all beefing in this, and they're great too. Like, they're the Impact Tag Team Champions. There's nothing more I can say about this, bro. They were just all over the place. In the end, though, I did like the finish where the Lucha Bros had the nice setup, and then the Young Bucks just flipped that shit right into a Meltzer driver. Looked like something straight up out of a video game, bro. Meltzer driver, just beauty, bro.
Yeah,
beauty.
Yeah. That it was definitely smooth how they reversed that. Anytime you see the Bucks and the Lucha Bros go at each other, it always bodes for a great match. Yes. And I know Derek's a big Lucha Brothers fan, and everybody is in here saying match of the night. I agree. AEW tonight, Chad says he's giving it 9 out of 10. Our podcast, 10 out of 10. Appreciate that, fam. Thank you. Thank you, Chad. Need Phoenix versus Nick one-on-one again. Jesus. Facts, bro. That was a great opener. Heck of a match, Matt Lopez says. Bro, this was a great one. Like, the back and forth, the finish happens on that Meltzer driver. Ray Phoenix eats the pin, which I thought was weird. It just felt so weird. Like, wait, they just pinned the guys that they have to face at the pay-per-view. Right. And in other companies, that doesn't bode well for you. But this is a different company, so I'm not trying to go that route. But that happens after the match, bro. Kenny Omega comes out, and he starts shit. First off, I don't know what he stole from Tony Khan off of his desk, but the cage starts getting lowered by Don Callis in the control cage room. So bullshit occurs. This big-ass cage starts to lower down, and they start beating the hell out of everybody trying to come in and interfere. They're calling for backups. You see
Marco Stunt, Jurassic Express, it doesn't matter who, they're all trying to get in. Cutler spraying him in the face, and all the Super Elite are in there. Christian got thrown in there when he tried to come help.
Yep.
They just beat the hell out of everybody. Christian eats a triple BTE trigger. Dude, just beat down after beat down after this. Luchasaurus got put through a table after the cage raised back up. They beat everybody's ass, bro. The Super Elite looked strong tonight.
They did. They definitely look really, really good. That's why I can't wait for Sunday, because I'll talk about it.
Show was thumbs up from us all the way around. I want to go through and get Derek's picks real quick, because you know how it is, but this will be the perfect time for us to sneak a real quick add in. If you guys haven't already, Manscaped, you guys go to manscaped.com, put in our promo code EPW show, save yourself 20%. It is the end of the summer, but that doesn't mean that the trim and care to your balls and private areas still don't need the love. They absolutely do. Maybe even more than you were giving them this summer. So get yourself the Lawnmower 3.0. They have the 4.0 as well. Get yourself the ball deodorant, the crop preserver, whatever you want. Even some draws, man. They got draws. Just get yourself some underwear. Get 20% off. Use our promo code. It's a great gift. Holiday season is coming up. Maybe it's someone's birthday. Maybe they need a nice back-to-school gift. Like, this is the perfect gift. Use our promo code EPW show. And that same promo code will also get you some powerslam.tv. If you go to powerslam.tv, put in the promo code, you get 1 free month of independent wrestling on us. So make sure you guys check that out as well. I always do those, so I know you guys know what's up. But make sure you show some love if you ever needed anything from there. Derek, we're talking AEW, bro. AEW. And, people are shouting out, go, Ninja, go, Ninja, go. Love that beatdown from the Elite, black hair Omega from New Japan. Yeah, he had the highlight in his hair.
Yeah, he had some blue highlights if you didn't catch them.
Right? Anime said this show started perfect and kept being perfect the entire show. The ending was perfect. Thumbs up, Jesus said for him. Conrad, that promo for Chris that follows the inside. Yeah, you know Chris. Chris is always in the treehouse, we'll call it. But AEW is going to be this Sunday. We are going to be doing a review afterwards for it. So please make sure you join us. We'll be live on Sunday after the pay-per-view. We'll probably be dead, dog shit, tired, but we're going to do what we got to do with whoever wants to stay on and be on for that. Come talk some AEW All Out with us. We have a grading scale that we like to use. Hopefully you guys will enjoy this pay-per-view as well. Derek, I'm just going to present the show to you as it was. Let's talk the Casino Battle Royal, not part of the buy-in anymore. But, Derek, who do you like winning this? There's rumors of a possible Ruby Soho coming in. There is also Thunder Rosa in this, Big Swole, Julie Hart, Nyla Rose, Ty Conti, Diamante. They've got everybody in this. 21, you got the suits. Who do you like winning this?
I like Thunder Rosa coming out on top in this match.
Okay.
I definitely think, like, excuse me, like, Nyla's already had the title. I don't think the rest of them, aside from Thunder Rosa, is next in line for it. Now, granted, yes, to the other contenders' defense, Thunder Rosa has been playing two sides of the coin. She's been at one promotion, then at the next promotion. So she hasn't really been a full-time body.
But she is with AEW now.
But she is with AEW now, and she's got more push than everybody else. I mean, the next one probably would be Red Velvet. Other than that, I don't really see anybody else.
Just for 6 comment, welcome to the jungle. He was talking about you don't want to be wandering through a jungle with a Manscaped comment. Right. It was a great go-home show, people are saying. But, yeah, so you're going to take Thunder Rosa. You and Casey agreed on that. I took Ruby Soho. I don't know why. I think she's showing up, and she's just going to win this. I don't know if you want to do Thunder Rosa and Britt Baker so soon. I feel like it happened in March, but that was 6 months ago now. Shit, that's been a minute. Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Like, the heat hasn't been addressed in a while, but that's because Thunder Rosa's been on 2 different promotions. Now that she's finally here, she can finally come back and say, all right, I'm not done with you. We have unfinished business.
Okay, what about best friends? And I didn't mention the buy-in match, but best friends versus HFO.
Best friends.
Okay. You want the hug, don't you?
Yes.
Derek's favorite spot. TNT Championship, Miro and Eddie Kingston. Who you got?
I say Miro holds on to the title.
Crush.
Do I think this will be a hell of a match? Absolutely. Do I think there will be bloodshed? Absolutely.
Damn.
Most likely it'll be Eddie Kingston, probably. But I feel Miro will win this match just because we have to get Miro and Sammy Guevara.
Thank you, BJ.
Spanish God.
And sick, I don't know where Rio is. That's a great question.
Rio's probably retiring, bro.
No, I don't think Rio's retired. Rio's young, bro.
I know, but
I think Rio's just stuck where she is right now. I know that there's a lot of stuff going on over in Japan. I don't know if she still lives there, if she moved to the States. I don't know. I'm going to be honest. I don't know what's the deal with Rio right now. Let's talk about the women's title match. Who you got? Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, or Chris Statlander?
Going with Britt Baker. Hence, we have to get this feud culminating again with her and Thunder Rosa. Because I feel like that's the reason why Nyla steps in all the time when Thunder Rosa is around.
Right. And she's just I feel like Nyla's been kind of the bridge to get to the next pay-per-view match.
Yes.
Often. Unfortunately, we lost this matchup between Pac and Andrade. We will get it at a future Rampage. But, yeah, some people not happy about that.
I was going to say I feel like Andrade would probably win that one.
Yeah, I agree with that. But I just think that he needed this match. Andrade really needed this match to set it up. Let's get into your favorite match. Let's get into your favorite. Come on now. Come on.
Garbage.
Who you taking? Come on. Hold on. I want you just to see the anguish right now on this man's face. He just had his hands in his he just had his head in his hands sad, like, why is this a match? But Big Show QT Marshall.
QT Marshall.
Really? You think they're gonna pull some upset shit?
Yes.
I think Paul White wins this, bro. There's no way, man. I think this match is gonna be like 2 minutes.
I feel the hip will come into play.
I think they're gonna play off the I'm a big nasty SOB for this. Yeah, travel issues with Pac was the reason. Adam Cole showing up to replace this. It could happen. It could. Why does this pop up every time I show him? Oh my goodness. Big Show vs. QT will be a 5-star classic. If it happened in Japan, it would be. Yeah, this should be nothing more, though. This should be a quick match. Derek, final fight. Chris Jericho, MJF. This is the blow-off match to this feud. If Jericho loses, he will never wrestle again. He'll be on commentary, he said, but he said he will not wrestle. Is it over for Chris Jericho?
No. Good. This is not the match where Chris Jericho has to retire.
I would hope not.
I don't think this is the match. I think the match has to be Chris Jericho and something bigger. Like not to downplay this, because this has been a great feud.
I can see him ending his career though with a Lance Storm.
Like I just feel like Chris needs a bigger send off. Not saying that MJF couldn't do it.
He did slide out of the chair in disappointment. It's probably sick.
Oh yeah.
Captain and say no shows no mercy. I want Jericho to pick up the win.
I definitely think Jericho will win, but I think somebody will have to come in, and someone else will end Jericho's career.
Okay.
Or he sends himself off.
I think he's gonna go on his own terms. He always said that he wanted to walk away without anybody. Shout out to T-Mobile. Thank you, Casey, for calling during the podcast. So when you listen to this later, I'm gonna blame you.
Right.
So okay. All right, I'm with you on that. Jon Moxley versus Kojima.
This one I'm stuck with. I have never seen Kojima wrestle.
If you watched Impact, you would know.
I'm not watching that. Sorry. Maybe if they pick up Bray. and I still may not even watch it then. You should see this man's face now.
Stop shitting on Impact.
I'm gonna have to go with Jon Moxley.
Wise choice, my friend. Wise choice.
John's got this match.
Here are the matches that I'm interested to hear your picks for, though. Steel cage match, AEW World Tag Team Championship, the Young Bucks versus the Lucha Bros, Derek. I know you're a Lucha Bros guy. We saw what happened tonight. Like, I don't know if they can lose this now. Like, you beat their ass, bro. Yo, at one point, Nick Jackson was doing super kicks back and forth. I didn't elaborate on all this in the cage. And Kenny was like, look at me, look at my eyes. Calm down, man. Calm down. He was just super kicking the shit out of people. Like,
oh, bro. I'm going to have to say I'm going with the Lucha Bros on this, bro. Young Bucks are losing, bro.
Right.
They're losing off a hot tag. I guarantee it. I don't know.
Well, it's a cage match.
It's a cage match.
But we don't know the rules either. Is it going to be
right.
two people have to get out? Is it going to be you could pen in the ring?
Listen, if it's going to be no tag.
But Cody penned Wardlow, right?
Yes.
So maybe there's going to be pinfalls in there.
I think there will be pinfalls. I think
Six said this is going to be match of the night too. He thinks.
I think it will be. I think Fenix will pin Nick.
And there better not be no damn destroyers off the top of the cage. I promise you, I will lose my shit.
You know what's happening, bro. There's going to be a destroyer. There's going to be like 5 of them.
E said Bucks are winning. I said the same thing, bro. Who are you taking?
I'm taking the Lucha Bros.
You and Casey, bro. You and Casey are doing it. Okay. Matt Lopez says Lucha Bros win. I am calling it. If you guys say that, though, what happens to Santana and Ortiz at the New York City show?
They have to put their bid in. They gotta put their bid in, bro.
Okay, I can respect it.
They will be the next ones to go for it.
Nash has taught me to bet on the Booker man. Terrible. Young Bucks will win by DQ in a cage. Anime says Mox is winning. I can see Chris Jericho's final match being for the AEW Championship. Pin in the ring. AEW got the logical rules. Yeah. Absolutely. And I don't want to see people interfering in this, climbing up the cage. Like, the cage is meant to keep people out. Keep people out. Destroyer off the top rope is happening. Maybe twice. Okay. Bro, PMP win the AEW Tag Team Championships. People are saying it's not PMP's time, Six says.
I'm telling you, bro. I think.
So it's Lucha Bros time, you think?
Yes. And not to discredit the Young Bucks.
Do they go with Andrade? That's been another story kind of playing into this.
No.
No. Okay.
See, I think I feel like the Lucha Bros will win. Then this sets up because I feel like the Lucha Bros and PMP know each other like the back of their hands. So I feel like they have to have that kind of match in order for them to.
By the way, they had great matches at Impact too. By the way. Just letting you know, concrete jungle matches and stuff. Like, go back and watch. They were really good in Impact.
Listen, every dog has their day.
I'm just gonna keep it moving, guys, because I don't have time for this. Kenny Omega will defend the AEW Championship against Christian. Lightning struck once. Can he do it again?
No. Kenny Omega is willing to set up the title match against the general of cowboy shit.
Hangman, Adam Page,
baby. And then that's where Adam Cole comes in, bro.
I don't know if he's gonna be in the world title picture, bro.
No, he's not. But I feel a feud coming between those two.
Kenny and Adam.
No, not Kenny.
Well, remember
Hangman.
Now you remember you started getting back into this. Remember what happened in Ring of Honor? He who we shall not speak of debuted in the Bullet Club. Adam Cole got kicked out because Kenny Omega told the Young Bucks to.
Yeah, that's true.
And that was the last time we saw him. Very, very interesting. So Christian has no chance in this, right?
Okay, so if we play devil's advocate, Christian
Malik, I ask the same question all the time
because it's garbage. You can't, Malik. Go look back in the early YouTube videos. CJ will tell you where to go, and you will see why I do not like Impact.
Derek definitely made a comment on like back when Austin Aries was the champ and he roasted somebody really badly who was trying to convince him to watch it. And he was like, "What is this fake Yokozuna?" You don't want to know. Look for the comment yourselves. But
so play devil's advocate. So we go with the original, right? For one. 2, Christian still loses, but Adam Cole shows up to play mind games.
Okay. Eli says that Omega wins by Jungle Boy costing Christian his match. At the end, Cage gets mad, starts crying, hugs Jungle Boy, and low blows him, Derek.
Okay. I can see that.
I can see it too. I like Christian though. I know Six saying like he's not watching it. I just want people to give Christian his respect. Like Christian never gets his damn flowers. I'm telling you, the man is jinxed, bro. The man is jinxed. There's no way. Like Christian's so fucking good. And I'm talking from the heart right now. Like Christian's so fucking good. You teamed him with Edge, but Edge was always their guy. They're like, fuck Christian. Christian goes to TNA. Here comes fucking Kurt Angle right behind him. Like, oh, go back to where you were in the other company. He comes back to WWE. They're like, you know what? That angle where you're gonna come in and be the person who was hurting the Hardy Boys, we're not doing that. Matt's gonna do that instead. We'll hold you off. Then they debuted him on ECW, like their third brand. What the fuck? Like, you know what I mean? And then here, he shows up here. Who shows up right after? Punk and possibly Bryan Danielson. The man has no luck. Just show Christian some love. That's all I ask people. Just if you don't even like him all like that, just show Christian some love. The dude can't catch a break.
He definitely can't catch a break. He's definitely been getting the shaft.
J-Hub said you can't hate Impact. They had Shark Boy and Curry Man. This is true. I do love Curry Man. Konnichiwa. It was
20 points, bro.
No, bro, it's Christopher Daniels. It's a great gimmick. You got to
50 points just because it was Christopher Daniels.
It's a great gimmick.
Nah, bro.
Conrad, Derek is a heel. Don't let him break his character. Don't start that heel shit. Don't give him a bailout. That's bullshit when people say that. What do you mean? He was the John Cena of TNA. Edge is still better. I don't agree with that fully. It's Christian. He was a good ECW champ. Yeah, Christian should go to ROH. He was there before. He was there at one point for a little bit. Christian's a good trainer. Yeah, Christian's got great footwork if you guys don't pay attention to that stuff in pro wrestling. But, Derek, main event time. At least the match that I would put as the main event. CM Punk, Darby Allin, bro. Should it main event?
I would say yes, it should main event. Just do it. You know what? It's hard to say because I definitely feel like this should be match of the night, which is like it's very difficult to say. Like I really think like this is going to be the match that really hits. That people they're going to acknowledge this. But they're not going to acknowledge it like they feel they would acknowledge the tag team title match.
Who wins this? Who's your pick?
Bro, I got to give it to CM Punk.
He's got to win, bro. He's in his hometown, first match back. Darby can get his win later.
Yeah. Darby's been on a high for a while, so.
Not even that, bro. Darby's not hurt by this L. Like, I keep trying to explain this to people. Like, yes. Darby loses this match. Okay, he lost to Cody a bunch of times. You know what I mean? Like, he was not hurt by that. You know where it's going.
Right, and there were times where Darby should have won against Cody.
Not even Cody, other people. Like, Darby lost to a bunch of people where it was like, he lost to, I think, Cage at one point. He lost to a bunch of people. Mm-hmm. He doesn't need to win all the time.
No, I think if CM Punk, either way, if he's a full-time or a part-time, CM Punk needs this match first, not because it's his first time back. It's a moral win. It's a moral victory for him.
Right? Punk wins and Darby and the Elite jump both for stealing the all of a sudden final countdown plays. Don't tease me like that, Matt. I will lose my mind. I really want CM Punk to win since it's his first time back in the ring. Punk wins. Darby ain't going to be hurt by this loss. Plus, they can do a rubber match later or something. True.
Yeah, absolutely.
I would love to see how good of a show Tony Khan could put on. If he could make a Mania. Bro, I'm so sorry. Like, shit is popping up all over here, like, for weather and shit. Mania size or Wrestle Kingdom. Maybe one day we'll get it with a bunch of companies. Who knows? Mox killed Darby once. He'll be fine. Yeah, there was the ghost of Darby Allin on this channel for a while. Chris Washington says Punk's winning, but Derek Conrad is right. If Darby loses, people might be mad. No, I don't. The only people who are going to be mad by that are super Darby fans and Punk haters. Darby Allin's going to be fine. Oh, you let the new guy win. No, Punk needs wins so he can be established as credible.
Yes.
You got to. So right now, they're in the position of this. Who are main eventers in AEW? You got Punk, possibly Danielson. Do you want Kenny? Kenny's got to be in that mix. I feel Moxley's in that mix, possibly Pac. You got to know who your main event talent is, and then you got to know who the lower card talent's going to be and who's going to work with who going into the next pay-per-view. Just establish where people are going.
Right, yeah. And you also have to realize Punk never said that this is his final match. If this was his final match...
No, he's here for a while. He said he signed a contract. He's an AEW guy now.
Right, so you have to give him the win.
And Punk's going to be on all your future pay-per-views. All of them. Like, I'm pretty much going to tell you he'll have a match every time unless he doesn't want to.
Right.
Whether it's a tag match, something, he will be featured in big matches.
Listen, Punk will take he'll take his losses. He needs this one right now. This will be a moral victory for him.
Yeah.
Darby will be fine.
So listen, this is going to be the All Out show. We're covering it on Sunday. So when the show ends, if you're tired, come on in. Just throw it on in the background. You can come in, chat if you want to. We're going to be here doing the damn thing. Please make sure that you guys are subscribed. Hit the notification bell so that way you know when we go live. And if you watch this video after the fact, leave me a comment down below. Live chat, I love you guys. You guys always interact. Four pay-per-views a year, he better be on them. Yeah, facts, like,
Right.
I really, really can't wait to hear what you guys thought of the show once it's time for the All Out show.
What did Chris say?
Where are we looking at? Derek, do you see a future Sting heel turn on Darby?
Yes.
No.
I do.
I think they're going to fight, but not because of that. Heel Sting sucked in WCW.
That might be different this time.
No.
It might be different this time.
Watch Impact. No, this does not work. Heel Sting does not work. It just doesn't work.
It might be different this time, bro.
This weekend's going to be insane between AEW and New Japan. I agree, Matt. Chris Pauly, something tells me Derek should be a manager for Brian Cage. Maybe he needs some shaking up. What's going on, Chris? Thank you for joining us. I'm a hardcore fan of Darby and Punk. I won't be mad. It makes sense for Punk to win. I don't even think hardcore fans of Darby will be mad if Punk wins. I agree. I think they're going to become buddies, like how him and Sting are. It's going to be like the trio of them for a little bit.
Theoretically, you have to acknowledge the fact that
Heel Sting sucked, but that entrance music was dope. Was that the Metallica?
I think so, yeah.
Horrible rendition, by the way. Jesus said no need for heel Darby and Sting. Yeah, you don't need to do that. I agree, Jesus. But we'll be back Sunday for the review. I keep trying to end this. It's not working tonight. But for myself and Derek, we are going to peace out of here. I can't wait for the pay-per-view. We will see you guys once it's time for that. We are out. Peace.
Everyday pro wrestling, they can never be you. Listen to the podcast for the people, the best show that's here, so listen in. Let the knowledge begin, the opinions, the lesson, yes. By the fans, for the fans, not many in this can understand, this the podcast to show you who I am, Conrad Cushman, the legend in the plans, please listen every day to the showcase, the opinions and knowledge that anyone can take, showing you how it is done, proving I am number one, what a legend becomes. This is now my time to show you that I am here. This podcast just to make it loud and clear. By the fans, for the fans, not many who's here can understand everything pro wrestling, they can never be you. Listen to the podcast here for the people, the best show that's here, so listen in. Let the knowledge begin, the opinion and the lesson, yes. Everyday pro wrestling, they can never be you. Listen to the podcast for the people, the best show that's here, so listen in. Let the knowledge begin, the opinions, the lesson, yes.